It's time. It's time for fucking aliens. Let's do it. UFO hearing. A former Navy pilot says sightings were routine. That's right. Former Navy pilot Ryan Graves testifies before Congress that in his experience, UAP sightings, which is a new classification for UFO, weren't rare or isolated, but routine. Graves says both military personnel and pilots for public airlines have shared similar encounters with UAPs with him and his organization. Let's take a look.
My name is Brian Fobbs Graves, and I'm a former F-18 pilot with a decade of service in the U.S. Navy, including 2 deployments in Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Inherent Resolve. I have experienced advanced UAP firsthand, and I'm here to voice the concerns of more than 30 commercial aircrew and military veterans who have confided their similar encounters with me. Today, I would like to highlight 3 critical issues that demand our action. As we convene here, UAP are in our airspace, but they are grossly underreported. These sightings are not rare or isolated, they are routine. Military aircrew and commercial pilots, trained observers whose lives depend on accurate identification, are frequently witnessing these phenomena. The stigma attached to UAP is real and powerful and challenges national security.
I mean, dude, I'm just deeply suspicious of people that have dedicated their lives to uncovering the truth about aliens. I treat them like Ghostbusters, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of that could quite literally be explained with one simple thing, which is carbon monoxide poisoning. Check if their homes have the fire alarm beeping, you know what I mean? Lead poisoning is another one, but bro, are you kidding? Wait, really? I'm not. Like, I just don't think it's as sexy and as like and as appealing, the truth, I mean, about other organisms on this universe that that exist or may not exist or may not have traveled to Iowa. You know what I mean?
It silences commercial pilots who fear professional repercussions, discourages witnesses, and is only compounded by recent government claims questioning the credibility of eyewitness testimony. Parts of our government are aware of more about UAP than they let on, but excessive classification practices keep crucial information hidden. Since 2021,
you're really so arrogant as to believe that your 5 senses and our current science can measure and understand everything that exists. Wait, no, that's my argument. That's why I'm saying these guys who think they fucking found aliens are wrong. No, that's what I'm saying. That's my point. Hello? No, that's literally my point. That's why I'm saying, God, I've talked about this so many fucking times. Okay, listen. Number 1, the universe is infinite. Do I believe that there's a possibility of other life out there? Of course I do. Okay? Of course. Do I believe that there is even a possibility that they could maybe travel to Earth? Sure. But my perspective on the matter is that I do not believe that aliens and the way that we perceive them and the way that we understand it in popular culture is humanoid in any way, shape, or form. I think that both sides of the argument with a level of certainty revolves around hubris and human beings centering themselves in every conversation, especially with what we understand about space travel and what the human body or a living organism could withstand. I just don't think that aliens would be any way, shape, or form similar to like a human being. Okay? I just don't.
In 2014, I was an F-18 Foxtrot pilot in the Navy Fighter Attack Squadron 11, the Red Rippers. And I was stationed at NAS Oceana in Virginia Beach. After upgrades were made to our jet's radar systems, we began detecting unknown objects operating in our airspace.
Oh, for the record, the people saying like, oh, like in Arrival, they won't look like humans at all. No, I mean like they will not be perceivable by our senses is what I mean. It just does not make any sense whatsoever to me that a being that is capable of having so much technology and a being that is like an organism in the way that you understand it is perceivable. They have so much technology that they can come to America, okay, from wherever the they are that we can't even track, okay, at the edge of the universe, and they're carbon-based, and then they just somehow get accidentally caught. They just accidentally get caught by some of the weirdest guys, by the way. It's almost always a dude who is just out of his mind, okay, in every other aspect of his life. Rarely like a normal guy.
During a training mission in Warning Area Whiskey 72, 10 miles off the coast of Virginia Beach, Two F-18 Super Hornets were split by a UAP. The object, described as a dark gray or a black cube inside of a clear sphere, came within 50 feet of the lead aircraft and was estimated to be 5 to 15 feet in diameter. The mission commander terminated the flight immediately and returned to base. Our squadron submitted a safety report, but there was no official acknowledgement of the incident and no further mechanism to report the sightings. Soon, these encounters became so frequent that aircrew would discuss the risk of UAP as part of their regular pre-flight briefs. In closing, I recognize the skepticism surrounding this topic. If everyone could see the sensor and video data I witnessed, our national conversation would change. I urge us to put aside stigma and address the security and safety issue this topic represents. The American people deserve to know what is happening in our skies. It is long overdue. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Fravor, the Tic Tac incident that you were engaged occurred in 2004. What kind of reporting took place after that incident?
None. We had a standard debrief where the backseaters went down to our carrier intel center and briefed what had happened.
It'd be really funny if it was the Tic Tac incident he's referring to wasn't that like this inexplicable spacecraft was shaped like a Tic Tac, but he's talking about TikTok. The Tic Tac incident, you were dancing, and then an alien was perceived behind you talking about Tic Tacs, tic-tac-toe. What is this? Just wait.
Tic Tac video. It's Tic Tac like the candy, not TikTok like the Chinese communist.
Oh my God, dude, dude. The American government is faster than I could ever meme about something, okay? If you meme it, it will happen, okay? If you dream it, then you'll meme it. If you meme it, it'll happen. Oh my God, dude.
Do you believe UAPs pose a potential threat to our national security?
I'll do it. Yes, and here's why. The technology that we faced was far superior than anything that we had, and you could put that anywhere.
Here it is.
If you had one, you captured
there
one,
it is.
You reverse engineered it, you got it to work. You're talking something that can go into space, go someplace, drop down in a matter of seconds, do whatever it wants, and leave. And there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing.
Several months ago, my office received a protected disclosure from Eglin Air Force Base indicating that there was a UAP incident that required my attention. I sought a briefing regarding that episode and brought with me Congressman Burchett and Congresswoman Luna. We asked to see any of the evidence that had been taken by flight crew in this endeavor and to observe any radar signature as well as to meet with the flight crew. We were not afforded access to all of the flight crew. And initially, we were not afforded access to images and...
Yeah, because they were like, what kind of name is Congressman Bird shit? You made that up.
...to radar.
They were like, no way is that a real congressperson. We're not letting you come in here. You're a liar.
Thereafter, we had a bit of a discussion about how authorities flow in the United States of America, and we did see the image. And we did meet with one member of the flight crew who took the image.
Dude, this guy nodding so hard, like in agreement with Matt Gaetz, doesn't trigger any of your red flags.
When we spoke with the flight crew, and when he showed us the photo that he'd taken, I asked why the video wasn't engaged, why we didn't have a FLIR system that worked. Here's what he said. They were out on a test mission that day over the Gulf of Mexico. And when you're on a test mission, you're supposed to have clear airspace. Not supposed to be anything that shows up. And they saw a sequence of 4 craft in a clear diamond formation for which there is a radar sequence that I alone have observed in the United States Congress.
We're talking about some of the most advanced radar capabilities and advanced targeting systems on the planet, who only like 2 or 3 months ago blew up a child's weather balloon project with a multiple $100,000, if not $1 million missile system. If you think that these guys are infallible, if you think that these guys do not have a tendency to panic, if you think that they don't have any alternative motives here, I don't know what to tell you. Like, that didn't happen that long ago. Also, the very same intelligence community security apparatus only recently said that the Chinese balloon was not capable of any additional surveillance measures. That came out like last week. Many people never even covered it. Excuse me if I am a little bit more skeptical of the American government, our intelligence communities, and the military in general talking about potential aliens.